Hi my friends, welcome back to a new video. As I mentioned in the previous video about the feeling of inspiration, I want to talk a little bit more about the feeling we should not ignore right now. As the energy of Leo right now is really strong, many of us may feel inspired maybe to do something we never did before. And when we're talking about doing something we never did before, we may experience a lot of fear. We may experience a sense of unknown, something we are kind of afraid of tapping into it because we don't know what to expect. But at the same time, we sense an encouragement to do it, like your soul would be calling you to do something new, something unfamiliar. So I want to encourage you to not ignore that feeling. This is such an important feeling because in my past, at some point, that feeling started calling me to start painting or start drawing. And because I wasn't ignoring that feeling, it brought me to where I am right now. I was in completely different areas. Like I was doing something completely else. I was in sports, in extreme sports, freestyle mountain biking. But at some point I started experiencing like I need to start drawing, and I started seeing visions and ideas about what to draw and what to paint, how to express certain philosophies in visual ways. So it was something completely unfamiliar, and I was curious what this feeling is trying to tell me. So it is a sense of inspiration, but if we go into a greater depth, it's more connected with our soul mission. So as I mentioned, because of Leo's energy right now, you may be called to do something which may come from your soul. I call it a soul mission. And what I believe about it and what I sense about it is that before we were born here on this physical plane, we had a plan why we want to come here, what we want to bring to this planet, what we want to bring to this world. And you know what is our unique imprint we want to left or we want to express here. So if you sense that kind of a deep inspiration, like you want to start drawing, you want to start painting, you want to start writing, you want to start a certain company which maybe can help people in certain ways, whatever you feel that you should do, just initiate it. Firstly, in tune with yourself, maybe write down what you feel. Writing down is really powerful. When it comes to writing down what we feel, we gain greater clarity over that internal sensation. And that internal sensation is how intuition is speaking to us, how our soul is speaking to us. How our higher self is speaking to us, communicating with our limited mind. And more we are in tune with that internal sensations, easier it is to sense where we feel naturally drawn to. And I always say to recognize where you feel naturally drawn to, because this is where our soul is guiding us. So we can only recognize that if we in tune ourselves with that guidance, with that internal feelingness, sensation, which is usually really gentle. Like sometimes you may watch my videos or other people's videos, or you may listen to music and you experience a sense of inspiration. And it's not a random inspiration, it's not random at all, but something triggered your soul, and it awakened. And it started calling your attention. Hey, pay attention to that. Do something about it. And if we do something with that inspiration that we sense, we will experience more of it. And we all know with inspiration comes happiness, comes joy, comes love for doing what we do, and comes passion as well. When we do something with that inspiration we experience, it's like we would put wood onto the fire and we experience more of that internal drive. And the big shift happens when we actually stop looking for external motivation and we actually tap into our internal motivation, where that fire starts motivating us to do more of that, keep up with that. And a magic happens. If we start following that inspiration, we start to feel more alive, we start to feel more energetic, more magnetic, and suddenly we start seeing synchronicities happening, like the universe would be supporting you to do that. Whatever you feel inspired, do more of it. Like money will come out of nowhere, people will come out of nowhere, opportunities will come out of nowhere, certain serendipities will start happening, and suddenly it will feel like you've plugged yourself to the energy of luck, and suddenly more of lucky things will start happening to you. And that's how the universe is always supporting the process, the path you're walking on discovering, the mission of discovering who you truly are and what is your authenticity. What is your authentic energy you're trying to express, and how to express more of it. So truly, each of us is here on a mission to find that authentic energy. And once we find it, we need to learn how to express it. Like for me, I found out the best way for me, firstly, at the first place, the best way to express it is through paintings. So I needed to learn to paint. It means that even once we figure out what we want to do and what is our authentic energy, our soul, we need to gain the skill of expressing it. For some it's singing, we need to learn to sing. For some it's writing, we need to learn to write, to make structures out of sentences so we can form a book. And for some it's painting, for others it's helping people in different ways, for others it's building businesses in the way which can help somebody, or whatever it is, we need to build the skill, right? We need to build the skill. Then we also need to learn how to bring what we are doing to people. And of course, if we are doing what we are passionate about, what we feel love for doing, of course, because we feel internal inspiration to do that, everything will come together the way it needs to come together, so we can do more of it. And because that path is all about experiences and lessons that life is offering to us, more we are open-minded to see lessons that life is offering to us, easily we will apply the lessons that we gain from our path. And more we are applying lessons, more we are gaining wisdom from life. And that's where we are getting wiser and more expanded. And that's what I believe is the purpose of life, to expand ourselves while walking the path of the soul, so we can gain that great clarity over what works and what doesn't work, what helps and what doesn't help, and what inspires us and maybe what pushes us down. We're learning what can create positive effects and what is not working, like what is decreasing the energy, so we could do more of the positive effects on the world, so we can together ascend onto a greater level of awareness. So because this Leo's energy right now is really strong, the moon, yesterday we had new moon in Leo, sun is in Leo right now, we are in Leo season. Many people may experience that kind of an inner fire to move things. And I want to truly encourage you, because we are at the stage where the world is, systems are falling apart, and we see so many shifts, so many changes. And it's truly up on each individual to provide to firstly find and then learn to provide your authentic energy, because you never know, maybe you are just the next greatest inventor, the next greatest artist, the next greatest leader, and you can only find out for yourself once you in tune within yourself, rather than constantly searching what people around you are saying you should do. There's so much of information saying to us what to do, what to believe, but only you can in tune within yourself to find out what is the best thing to do. Because sometimes I receive like messages. I'm sharing beliefs with others and they don't believe me, and I'm not sure what to believe. And I say, never trust beliefs, don't follow beliefs. See what works, see what triggers love, and that's what is real. Whatever triggers love, the feeling of love, that's what's real. So do not push your beliefs to others, that's manipulation. Never push your beliefs to others, but rather see what triggers love within yourself and others, and that's what you need to share. So if your beliefs are not triggering love, those are illusions. Don't fall for that. What is real will always awaken love. When you share something with somebody, if that person will experience that great awakening of love, that means you're sharing truth with that person. But if you're sharing something which may trigger that person in a fearful sensation, you're sharing another illusion. So that's why we need to truly pay attention to how something feels like, and we need to be in tune with that feelingness, because feeling is knowing and knowing is feeling. And once we truly recognize that, we start reading energy of the things. We start recognizing how something feels like. If you're watching that video, recognize how it feels like, how it makes you feel. If it inspires you, it means there's some truth within it. If it awakens fear within you or sadness, it would be a sign that this is not for you. Pay attention to something else. And of course, fear may come from wrong information or from false information, or it may come from some goals, some inspiring goals, but that two different fears are completely different. And once we sense how different they are, we will recognize that this one is coming from excitement and this one is coming from false information, from false truth, which is just an illusion. And we truly need to train that awareness of how something feels like. So I want to encourage you to, whatever you do, whatever you watch, whatever you listen, truly pay attention to how it feels like, how you feel about that, because that's truly a game changer. That's life changing. So never ignore that, my friends, never ignore that. And I will leave you here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this awesome AttractPassion community. So much love in the comment section. Let's express some more love there. And I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Have a beautiful day, my friends. And you can also go and check out my Instagram page, AttractPassion, where I'm sharing daily reminders, daily messages. And my other Instagram page, I Draw My Passion, where I'm sharing my art, and we are running a giveaway to win a free print of the painting Transcendence. Go and check it out. And my friends, thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop, I Draw My Passion. You're truly appreciated. Thanks from my heart for all of your beautiful gifts, and till next time, one love.